welcome to A Cup of Grace. Today we've got Stephen Walker with us, and Stephen is working with us here at the Home of Grace, and he does intake and among other things. And I want to talk to him just a few minutes about his little, I guess you could call it a brief orientation while he's involved in welcoming a new resident to the Home of Grace. Stephen, glad you're here.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
And I want you to tell us a little bit about what happens at that first meeting when you introduce yourself and you start talking with a
Certainly.
potential client.
And I'll try and walk you through it. I get the application from admissions, and I like to call them, while they're either on the road or, the day before, just
You
to
mean
make
the
sure.
potential client.
The potential client or their family.
Right.
And it's a lot of times it's about 50-50 who I'm going to get. But then I wanted to be helpful with them with the parking, and set them up underneath our little carport awning out front. And I advise them we're going to do a drug screen right out of the gate.
Mm-hmm.
We're also going to take all the client's belongings, bring them into my office. We'll eventually go through each item. But to keep it on, it's professional level. The family, the office setting is family centric, I guess. And I try and keep it that way. A little bit of Christian music in the background as we start the intake process.
Mm-hmm.
And go through each of, there's several paperwork to go through.
Okay. And there's some guidelines and rules and all of these things.
There is.
You cover that right up front, or what does that?
It goes in a flow.
Uh-huh.
There's information for the family, and that would have the client code number through, we know of HIPAA laws, but we have our own little HIPAA protection, which, nobody can really talk to a client just by throwing out their name.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of need to have the code number, and it's got to be immediate family.
And it's strict confidentiality.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
And that code number is the magic number.
That is.
Mm-hmm. Nothing happens without that.
That's right.
They'll have to go get it, call back if they don't have it.
Cannot help you.
Right. Okay, well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
It's good for everybody to know.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then let's get into more of the day-to-day rules, procedures. And I realize that we have someone else who does that, right?
That's right.
And,
It's Corey Bowler. Corey is
what's
our
his title?
disciplinarian counselor.
Disciplinarian counsel. Hopefully,
You can get him in here.
well, I want to get him in here, but I mean, hopefully, most of our residents will not have to deal with Corey.
That's right.
He's an incredible young man. Everybody's young to me, by the way, but anyway, he's an incredible young man, but he means business.
Yes.
And it takes it here. We've got anywhere from 80 to 110 residents here at any given time. So there has to be order, right?
That's correct. And you want to meet Corey in passing, but he just loves the Lord, and he loves the Home of Grace.
Mm-hmm.
And so it hurts him, it hurts his heart, as he tells me, when we do have to dismiss, but we do at times.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you say dismiss, I know what that means,
Yes.
but there may be some people back home who do not know.
Well, we call it willful disobedience. If you're going to continue, and we're counseling you through action plans of breaking every rule,
Mm-hmm.
then we're going to have to eventually dismiss.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go out on a pass and you decide that you're going to drink or use a drug while you're on that pass, of course you're dismissed.
Mm-hmm.
So those are just some of the.
That's for everybody's benefit, but certainly it's for the benefit of the other men
Absolutely.
and ladies who are here for the right reasons.
That's right.
And they really sincerely desire to get help.
That's correct.
Okay. So there has to be order.
Yes.
Is there anything else that you could tell us about your job in particular that you think maybe the folks back home might be interested in?
It's the intake experience. I want the family, I want the anxiety gone for the client and the family.
Maybe like when they get in the car and leave, they say,
Correct.
I think we made a good decision.
And he's in good hands.
And then the ball's in our court to follow through on that
Yes, sir.
and to affirm that, right?
Yes.
And we're going to spend 90 days doing just that.
Yes, sir.
And I know everybody on staff, their goal is to accomplish that in that 90 days. So that at graduation, and we'll talk at some other time about our graduation here, which happens every Friday. At graduation, we want everybody to leave saying, wow, that was an incredible experience. And I'm so glad I came to the Home of Grace.
Amen.
Okay, Stephen, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Been a pleasure of mine.
And thank you folks back home for joining us at A Cup of Grace, and we'll see you next time.